Less than 2 weeks after a Sino-American summit, China's military is claiming triumph over the US in a naval staredown. News.com has learned tension on the water developed near islands in the South China Sea on the weekend of November 25 to 26. A spokesman for the People's Liberation Army told the People's Daily that the USS Hopper illegally entered Chinese waters, so a Chinese command sprang into action. The Southern Theater Command has organized air and naval forces to follow and monitor it, and drove it away according to law, Senior Colonel Hyun Juntae announced. Newsweek reports the incident occurred near what the West calls the Paracel Islands, hundreds of miles east of Da Nang, Vietnam. China calls them the Xisha Islands. Apparently no shots were fired. The South China Morning Post quoted the Chinese as saying they warned off the Hopper. Hyun said the Hopper committed a serious violation, while accusing the U.S. military of being a security risk maker and the biggest destroyer of peace in the region. But the U.S. Navy claimed in a statement that the Hopper asserted navigational rights near the Paracel Islands, consistent with international law. The warship may have conducted what U.S. defense officials call a freedom of navigation mission, sailing into what the U.S. considers international waters to prove they are exactly that. The United States challenges excessive maritime claims around the world regardless of the identity of the claimant, 7th Fleet spokesperson Lieutenant Christina Weidman said. News reported in April about a similar incident that brought Chinese complaints. The U.S. long has accused China of excess when it comes to control of the South China Sea. Beijing claims it has sovereignty over practically the entire sea. An international court of arbitration ruled otherwise in 2016. U.S. and Philippine military forces are completing a weekend of patrols in the region by sea and air. In addition, Australia recently sailed a warship through the disputed Taiwan Strait. Even the Paracel Islands are in dispute. Next year will mark 50 years since China seized them, even though Taiwan and Vietnam also claim them. Above all that, news reported in late October that the U.S. military claims a Chinese J-11 fighter jet flew within 3 yards of a B-52 bomber. Sky News added that a Philippine military aircraft came under orbiting by Chinese fighter jets during current patrolling, but nothing further developed. The South China Sea is important economically, as it connects Southeast Asia with the Pacific Ocean. According to Asia One, more than $3 trillion in commerce moves through the sea each year.